Yes. Yep. She should be joining. I thought I started the live stream, but it doesn't. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. We're live on YouTube.
Yay.
Okay.
We are live on. This is on called Twitch. No? Yes. I do this every week. Here he is.
Hello, can you hear me just fine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yes.
Now this reminds me of COVID days.
Oh man.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Oh, good. Hi, Christina.
Hello.
Hello.
Did Charlie tell you guys why you're here instead of Discord?
No.
No.
I only know because I saw it on the news.
I don't know.
Oh, you saw it broke international news.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's Discord is we are unable to share screen and open our webcam on Discord in Brazil right now because some underage open our a group of underage teenagers had this very, very underground server for underground stuff. I'm not sure how to explain these things. And our girl was bullied a lot.
Yeah.
And,
relentlessly.
Yeah. And it ended up in the worst way possible during a live stream on Discord.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear anything.
No.
Yeah, it's a pretty sad story. So my understanding is that the Brazilian government was like, okay, no more Discord video at all. So
Yeah.
if you're on Discord, you're not allowed to share your video anymore. So Discord had to shut it off. Hence why we are now on Zoom.
Fair enough.
Wow.
If you misbehave, you get stuff taken away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And then Charlie, just because we are on the internet, would you like to elaborate what happened to your eye so we don't get reported?
oh my gosh. I was installing a cat door, like a panel to go between our sinks to close off the cat litter area. And I was drilling in a board, and I drilled in the first half of the board, and then I thought that screw was secure in there, and then I go to drill in the second half of the board with a screw, but the first part came loose, and the drill caused the board to spin around and hit me in the
Oh my god.
face. So,
But are you okay? Is your eye okay?
I'm fine. Just my ego is damaged, is all.
Yeah, it sounds like something I would do if I was trying to be handy.
Yes, let this be a
No,
lesson to
I
you.
didn't-
Never
I
try to
didn't
do
even-
anything yourself.
I didn't even notice till someone brought it up. And I still don't see it.
Same.
So
He just looks like he's sporting some new like eyeliner wear. Like it's only on the one eye. Like he's coming up with some new trend. One-sided eyeliner.
Yeah, you guys can see it.
Oh,
Ready to that?
now I see
Ah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
That looks so painful.
So I did do the homework, and it ties into the homework beast I came up with.
Oh.
I
Do-
also did my homework.
So for those watching, the homework was to come up with new monsters for the MathBreakers universe. And actually, Martin, I'm not sure if you did it on purpose, but Martin has a new monster which is already live, which we're going to see later. But let's open the
Yeah.
floor. And Christina, do you want to start with your monster idea?
Sure. So first of all, I did get caught not at home, so I'm doing this off my phone, but I will play around with it. The idea is it's an eye man or an eye dame, and their eyes have different mathematical functions, and to defeat them, you have to shoot the right numbers at them. And that we might start somewhere easy and end up with fractions or whatnot. So I took a picture of it and I put it in the Discord if someone wants to share that.
Let me go to my Discord. Oh, okay.
But it reminded me of, there used to be this flaming eyeball in the game I used to play. And I thought, oh, you know what? That was terrifying.
So this could kind of be like a floating eyeball that has a number on it that you have to zero out. And if you anger it by throwing the wrong number and it changes the number, it gets mad at you and throws stuff at you like fireballs.
Yes.
That's
and
cool.
Potentially, if you, throw things at it, it could fall asleep maybe. So it could be a temporary, like, end the stalking moment as opposed to it just being destroyed. So it could come back to life, and we've got a sneaking element. Anyway, that was my first monster idea.
I was thinking, I like the idea that throwing stuff at you when it's mad. And I was thinking, like, if it's a 9 and you throw a 6 at it, a -6, and it'll change momentarily, but it'll be mad because you threw the wrong number at it. And then it will reject the number you threw into its prime factors. And then that number will come back at you in the form of fireballs.
Yeah, we don't know. Maybe there's a story point where it really loves being zeroed out, and you finally figured out how to do that, and then it follows you around like a pet and unlocks a door. I don't know.
What if you befriend one and then you use it as a weapon against other baddies in the universe, where you throw a number into it and it will not be the right number to zero it out, and it rejects that number, pops it back out, and then it shoots that number at a horde of oncoming other enemies or something.
Yeah, and it's kind of a classic monster from Japan, the yokai. So you can have a flaming eye that is a house spirit. So there's a little bit of folklore connection too.
Cool. Yeah, I like it. It also reminds me of the eye of the what?
Do we have like boss levels? You know, where you have to defeat a boss. Like every couple of levels, then it's like the boss level. That could be a really cool one for the boss level.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Leo, do you have any monster ideas?
Call him Eye Man.
Oh, Eye Man. I like Eye Dame.
Eye Man. Okay.
Eye Man and Eye Dame. Yeah.
An Eye Dame. Gotta have a dame.
I do have an idea, but after Christina brought an image, I feel like I did my homework by half. But I'm generating an image as we speak, so I have some visual support.
AI is the friend of all students who didn't do their homework last minute.
Hey,
that's not a good example to set up, and honestly, it's not even a good image. So yeah, give me an F.
I fully intended to draw mine, so you caught me out too.
But the idea I had for a boss is I love splitting enemies, like enemies that when you defeat them, they split themselves in multiple ones. Usually you see one turning into two, but for us, we actually have the opportunity to do something different. Instead of say a 12 turning into two sixes, they turn into factors of themselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
Yes.
if it's a 60, it could turn into a bunch of I guess twos and threes.
Yeah, something like that.
Two
Could
times
be a
three times
10 and a
five
2,
times two. Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. I love the
So
breaking of
let
things
me ask
into
this.
prime factors.
Sorry, what? What did you ask, Christina?
Oh, I was going to say, is there a point where you can break them up so smallly they become collectibles as opposed to things you're defeating? So say like we have 60, but suddenly you break it into 60 pieces as opposed to, like three pieces with a different number.
Yeah, I actually thought of it more from a boss fight approach because I remember there's a level that Martin made that looked like a Quake boss arena, and I never forgot it. Like I always think back to it, and I want to play something inside of it.
Which level is that?
It's you showed that to me like 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago.
Let's see if I
It's
can
like
find it.
it's a circular arena, and it has these very short pillars. There's like a second level. There's like a mezzanine, but
Oh
it's very
boy.
short. It's very.
I'm gonna have to I have to quickly leave and rejoin because I have to share my screen. So I'm announcing that ahead of time to not surprise anybody. But I'll be back in 5 seconds
Okay.
so that I can share my screen and then we can see it together. Let's see, Zoom.
Do you remember the boss from?
I'm back. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Okay. Let's see. Martin, do you remember which one he's talking about? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. This one. Oh, wait, no, I know which one it is. It's yeah, yeah, yeah. The Help a King. I don't. Was it not categorized? Oh, you can always copy it and then categorize it that way. Okay, so Leo, I think this is the one you're talking about. Yeah. Some of the prefabs got messed up, so the wall is here right now. But yeah, we're gonna work on fixing that. Yeah, I like this one because then the waves keep coming. There's no boss per se, other than just like a horde of spikies that you eventually defeat, and then when you're done with that, you well, I guess you can't. Yeah, I really like the intro to this part, which I think is here, because oh gosh, how am I gonna find it? I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna delete some roofs. I think it's yeah. So this room, when you first enter this room, oh no, the cylinders are covered. Okay, it's all messed up. Okay, well, we'll have to revisit this and clean this up a bit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh gosh, it's making spikies. Yeah. Devin always does her homework. Oh, yes. Oh, oh, this is cool. I love the art on the slime as well. It fits the game really, really well. And yeah, I also love the multiplicativity of it, which it seems like everybody so far has had something that it takes a number and then more things happen, which is awesome. How do you defeat it? Wait, what if you hold on? What if you defeat it by feeding it fractions? And if you feed it, if there's four of them and you feed one of them a 1/4, then it coalesces back into one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes, I see them. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Like you have your numbers in an inventory and you're walking by and you accidentally step on a chomper and it wakes up and you might have seen it because it has eyes and it's kind of popped up a little bit from the other tiles. And then as you step on it, it goes chomp and then it animates one of the numbers in your inventory and it chaotically mutates it basically. And that might actually help you. There might be some puzzles you need to have the chomper do something. Yeah, cool. maybe you don't defeat them. Maybe it's just they're there, and like if you thought you had a 5, but actually now it's a -5, so he's going to flip you. Nice. to to go even further, what if they got freed? You could free them somehow, and then they just run around zapping numbers and flipping them all over the place. Happy chaotic ending. Oh, hmm, that's cool. Yeah, this is really cool. I feel like there could be some geometry stuff in here, and I'm also thinking like you could have any arbitrary closed dice could work. Like I'm thinking of like a D20 or a D12, and if you destroy it, it pops open into its 2D shape. And some of them won't lie flat, but we can just have it kind of flop around, and it can be holding something inside, so it will open up and have that thing inside it. It grows, it doubles itself or something when it gets a D20. Critical. Oh, uh, yeah. Oh, Leo, this is your splitting guy. Yeah, this is pretty cool too. I put mine in here, which is just a dragon. So I was thinking that there might be, and I guess mine is also half baked because I'm not sure what the mechanic is that makes you not want him to shower you with some number. But I was thinking like he does. So you're trying to preserve a -2 wall, or there's a reason you need -2s in this arena, and the dragon like has fire breathing, and he just storms you with -2s in like a shower, and then maybe it feeds other enemies that are eating those twos, and they grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, not very creative, I know, but this is my idea. I was also thinking that at some point you could befriend the dragon and ride on its back and fly over the forest and just like shower the forest with twos, and then it would seed it, and all sorts of stuff would happen. Oh, like yeah, like after you defeat him or get the thing done in the castle that the dragon was interfering with, then you get to answer his riddles because dragons have riddles, like their cousins, the Sphinx. Cool. All right, Martin. Do you have any additional monsters, or just the one that we that I found earlier? Okay. No, I'm with you. The giant bee should explode into a bunch of smaller bees. Cool. I like it. Yeah, definitely like bees. At some point, we had a prototype for a bee. Bees are great because you can have a little. Ah, yeah, nice. Cool. Do you? Okay, so who wants to volunteer to play Martin's level so we can find the new monster? I love the blob idea. I think the I think the purple blob that eats a number and then does. I think that was really cool. Like the visual style looked really good, and then the Magneto guy, I think also looked good, and then the flipper. I feel like Devin must have trained her AI to use the style of the art of math. To be fair, you've been doing it for a while now, so it's like it is difficult to get the art style right. Yeah, the dragon is definitely a little bit. I just one shotted it on chat, and it was a bit dragony, so it probably needs to be a little more cartoony for our purposes. The bees, we actually have a bee costume mock up from the first game, which is just a number with like rings around it as a costume, yellow rings around a white or black number, and it kind of flies around. And I like Leo's one is like it's not a blob, it's like almost like a robot or a toy. Yeah, it's like a mechanized. It's almost like a machine has ingested a number and become like used it for its power, or like I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it's looking good. Cool. Oh, I see a note from Christina that her phone overheated and she'll BRB. Okay. Okay. Leo, I'm going to nominate you to play Martin's level. What do you think? Okay, okay. I'll do it. I mean, okay. I already played it, so um, it's spiky dash fun. And can you? Whoops. I think it's laggy for us because of the Zoom. Yes. The secret. Yeah. Yeah. I love this painting, actually. This whole lobby is just like so cool. And it's got, yeah. The chief has an important mission for you. Go to the control room. Okay. Yeah, we need to fix that. Nope. The audio is like all off sync now for me. I see you a few seconds after. Should we all maybe turn off our videos? Maybe let's try shutting our videos off. Mm. We heard that. We heard it. Yeah. We'll be watching you while you do this test. I love these doors too. We need to add those sound effects like clunk, clunk. Nope, it's just a texture. Oh, it froze. Nope. Okay. Yeah, Martin does amazing things. I think it merged with one on the ground. Oh, I didn't even see that. I never found that guy. Yeah. Well, you had a positive 10 in your multi blaster, but because you went in the negative shower, it also negatived out your 10 in the blaster. That's what happened. Oh, come on. That was too easy for you. Yeah, and they're moving. Yeah, I love this part. Yes. Oh, nothing yet. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it looks different when it's all grown up out in the world. Oh no. Oh no. Nice. You got it. Wait, I never got to this part. Oh no. What is this? Oh. Oh. Okay. Cool. All right. That's it. this is my favorite level. I was actually refreshing the page all week just so I could play it, because he did the intro part where they open the door, like get ready to and that was it. And I kept refreshing, like, come on, where's the level? Where's the level? And finally it was ready. I want to share one more thing before our time is up, which whoops, I'm on the wrong thing. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. So on the HQ, where's the new HQ? Third draft, here we go. On this level, which is just, this is going to be the headquarters, so it's really cool. I love it. I'm just going to put myself here so I can show you. So I think we went through the sponge rooms before, where they're like practice areas. They're kind of like leading up to the, yeah, leading up to that. Yeah. Some of the scales got messed up. But, oh, I hope the Zeronium container didn't get messed up. No, it's good. Yeah, so this is like some type of Zeronium processing device. I'm not really sure what it does, but it's really cool. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Oh, and this is going to be the room where some of the numbers come to life and they start running around, because this Zeronium is like emitting the make numbers alive energy, basically. Yeah. Cool. Well, that was fun. I love those monsters everybody came up with. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I almost feel like you'll discover them in the countryside in like their own little house, and they're like this couple that you have to deal with them somehow. Oops, how do I this? Okay, cool. So another update. Yes, we will do that. We'll have a monster taxonomy where we can have a list of all of them and their features and their stats and stuff. We'll put the spiky in there and some other monsters, and we'll put everybody's monsters here, and then we can decide which ones we're gonna incorporate at what time. Yeah, so we'll do that. Yeah, we'll have to review the book, the monster book, next week. Just a quick dev update. Leo and I have been talking about multiplayer. And I think the current idea for multiplayer is that the main game itself is going to be just single player with some social features, where maybe you can see ghosts of other people and you can share your own. We're going to have a room that you can keep your stuff in, and like a castle you can start to build and stuff that's yours. And you can share that to other people, but there's no multiplayer element of that. It's just collect stuff, share it, trade, show off, that kind of stuff. And then if we do synchronous multiplayer, then it's going to be a different level set, kind of like in the way that Counter-Strike, for example, is the multiplayer version of Half-Life, where Half-Life doesn't have any multiplayer, but there's a multiplayer version called Counter-Strike where you can do different levels, and it's like a different game mechanic. Because Leo brought up a really good point, which is that our game is not multiplayer by default in terms of the mechanics that we're doing, because we're teaching you math. So like there's a lot of one-to-one game and player where you're learning a bunch of stuff. And multiplayer is like a fundamentally different interaction where you're doing stuff with other people. So that's the current version. We may or may not start on that in the next couple of weeks. It's obviously a lot of technical load to do that, and we have a lot of other stuff on our plate. So I'm really excited for multiplayer, and everybody always asks for it at the playtest and stuff. So we'll keep talking about it before we do anything. But yeah, just wanted to update everybody on that conversation. Cool. Well, that's the fastest 1 hour meeting I think I've ever had in my life. It's already over. Yay. Yeah. um, Homework for next week is, what do the prime numbers that come to life do once they're alive? So, and just to recap the story of, we're making a really big number. We accidentally made a really big prime number and it spontaneously came to life and destroyed the lab, surprising everybody. And now MathBreakers is running research programs to make prime numbers come alive with zeronium. And when you are at MathBreakers HQ and you make a 5, it pops alive when it's near the zeronium and it runs around and it does stuff. And if it gets too far away from the zeronium, maybe outside of the area, it turns back into a regular 5. It's not alive anymore. So it only happens when it's near zeronium. And little numbers like 5, they're alive. They're kind of like animals. They don't really talk or have much intelligence, but they definitely have little personalities. And then bigger numbers, like 3001 is a larger prime number that may have its own personality and a monocle and like a library and stuff that it does. So the homework for next week is going to be, what lives do these numbers live once they come alive? What do they do? What do they get into? What are their effects? That kind of stuff. Yeah, of course. Well, I think of it more as like, from the spirit world that is emanating energy, which the prime numbers are capturing in our world and being coming animated. That's almost like a radio signal that these numbers are like antenna for. So a 5 and a 3001, these are just different shapes of an antenna. And when the signal is coming from this other world, which zeronium helps that to happen, it animates these numbers. And so it's not so much that the number itself is alive in the traditional sense of like a human being or a pet dog being alive. It's more like it's being animated by this force coming from the spirit world. And so when it travels too far away from a source like zeronium and it loses its animation, it's not dead. It's just a 5 now. And the energy coming from that spirit world is still there. And so, to bring the number closer back, you would see it become animated again. And that's kind of the answer, I think. Yeah. Easy. Next existential question. Yes. Well, everybody, you wasted another great hour math breaking. Thank you very much for joining our teamcast. Any final notes before we sign off? I just want to say I love your background, Devin. It's incredible. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.